Now, Warriors fans, let's get hyped and make some noise as we meet the main Golden State Warriors. Your small forward, 6'5", number 4, Moses Moody. Starting at shooting guard, 6'4", number 2, Brandon Paczynski. In the middle, 6'6", number 23, Draymond Green. The other forward, 6'7", number 10, Jimmy Butler. At guard, 6'3", number 30, Stephen Curry.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And they've got a few injuries on their bench, less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3. For the Warriors. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Paczynski. Green is out there with Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Holmgren the pass to Williams. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And running offense through Holmgren, great court awareness and really unselfish.
Now here's Moody. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. On the wing, Williams. Defended by Moody. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Pass to Moody. We play just over a minute here in the first. Curry can't get it to go. Thunder off to a quick start here. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Curry. Count that one for Dort.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Hartenstein can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Butler against Williams. Taken away by Williams. Inside. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Green with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And a hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Gilgeous Alexander, good.
Gilgeous Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Here they come. It's your Chiefs Breakers.
Change it.
Show them some love and make some noise for your GS Breaker.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Dort. 6 points for him. Pass to Carlson. Gilgeous Alexander with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous Alexander's got 5 points so far.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And here is Dort after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And I love the competitive edge Holmgren plays with, coming right back with his own triple.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler. There's serious elevation.
The Thunder leading by 6. Here's Carlson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
Outside Butler. Tries it from 9. Can't hit that one.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game, pulling in the right direction. Here's Green. Here he goes. The Thunder pull it in.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Now here's Holmgren. Back to Dort. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. And he just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And so he hits both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And Peyton throws it down hard.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries it from 3-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Oklahoma City.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, the attack can come from a lot of ways, either execution or by just getting on the bounce and driving it in, and that's where they've been very effective tonight.
So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Jones, and it's Wallace in at the 2 guard. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. 17-point lead, their biggest. Gilgeous-Alexander against Curry. A 3-pointer, Wiggins. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hield's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Time to make some noise and welcome out your Warriors Dixie.
On defense, the Thunder, 19-point game.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Yes, that goes in. Caruso's got his second bucket of the night.
Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Caruso. Here's Wallace. Buries the long-range jumper. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Caruso kicks to Wiggins. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, a big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's Hield, following the score by Oklahoma City. Takes the three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Down low, here's Caruso. That shot, no good. Payton with some nice D. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Daigneault said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player, not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, D.A. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. Hield with it. Jones covering. Hield can't hit. The Thunder leading by 23. And Jones now atop the key. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the chunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Now Jones, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Curry. And that one's good, Caruso. Caruso's got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wiggins drives in, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, those mechanics and that kind of time, that's pretty stuff from Steph Curry.
Wiggins finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Nice shot by Wallace.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 15 points in the game.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
With 1 on the clock, no good. And so it's Oklahoma City leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Steph, what do you think of your defense in the first half?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking down shots to keep them out of the game.
We'll see where the adjustments take you. Thanks, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draw. They're measuring out the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The Warriors shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Butler passes to Moody. Green in the high post. And Green slams it in.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Pass to Hartenstein over Green. And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Curry from deep three-point land. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Torch gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, here's Holmgren. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Chalk up 2 there. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Curry can't get it to go. Thunder have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Thunder have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
Butler kicks to Curry. Shot to stop the run. And again, no good by Golden State.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Back to Williams. Pass to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Clock at 6. On the wing, Williams. Back to Holmgren. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And the Thunder another 3.
3 points.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Podziemski. Nice defense from Dort.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Podziemski with it. Shoots from 8. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Oklahoma City's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Hartenstein. Off target with his 3. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. He trains the quick shot.
If Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Curry with it. Dort covering. No one near Curry as he lets it go. What a terrific move that was. Curry's got 20 points.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander to the inside. Williams, that's good. And it's 6 points for Williams.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Podziemski taking 2.
Free throw good, Podziemski. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Now here's Williams. Nothing on the board. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with Wiggins. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Wallace in at the one.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Now here's Wiggins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Well, you got to like his choice right there to go hard to the rack. Took it right at the teeth of the defense.
Three-pointer heel. That shot off. Here's Oklahoma City. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Wiggins. Fires the three. And the Thunder another three.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins.
First team foul.
That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Williams is checked in. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Curry from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Thunder have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Williams for three. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside, Kuminga. Curry fires from way outside. The long distance three is good. Curry's got 23 points.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Back to Caruso. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hield. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Williams dishes to Williams. Basket counts.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Murray finds Hield. Here's Post. Floats it up for Kuminga. Close the alley-oop.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Well, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Curry. It's taken away by Wallace. Curry with the steal. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From 13, pass to Jackson Davis. And it's good from the elbow.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Caruso against Kuminga. It's good from long range. Caruso's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Thunder. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And Isaiah Joe picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Three-pointer, Butler. Caruso grabs the miss. Caruso's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Flagler, guarded by Kirk. Flagler gets the bucket.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
The Warriors' shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Man, showing some terrific range. Curry's got 26.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line, and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Moody. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Oklahoma City.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And the shot goes in.
It's so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Butler. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Cans it from downtown.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Now Williams. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.